Welcome to Real Life Guidance. My name is Key, and today I'm here with a real life read. I hope that you're having an amazing day, and if not, I hope that it gets better. So I got this. Kept hearing this song. It's by Biggie Smalls. It's called. I think it's called "I Got a Story to Tell." And in the song, he talks about how he was messing around with this girl who was with somebody else, and her boyfriend, husband, whomever came home. And so he played it off like he was robbing a guy and got away with the money, whatever. Okay, good song. So I don't know if so I'm getting the vibe that okay, somebody's got a story to tell. They may tell you a similar story. This story could have something to do with them just telling you this, or maybe you're involved some kind of way with this. So the cards that I got out was truth, love, wisdom, relationships, landscapes, places, house, and buildings. So I feel like, okay, you'll be learning the truth about some type of relationship, either why, because we got the wisdom card right here that's off to the side. Experience and failure lead to wisdom. Apply wisdom to a present situation. Learn from the spirit world and its collective knowledge. So you could be getting some type of spiritual information that is leading you to this truth about this relationship. It says love. Your relationship with yourself and others needs reassessing. Open up to love others by unblocking negativity. Embrace love without fear. Make it unconditional. Okay, so this could be finding out the truth about somebody even loving you, or you finding out the truth about you loving them. Remain authentic to your core values. Truth can be masked, so be objective when dealing with emotional issues. Address areas in your life that are not achieving your deepest truth. Okay, and then like you see, she's got the sword. But something about some truth being revealed or cutting through the truth, because this is also like having blind faith. Her eyes are covered, but she's got the sword. So this could also be like being on the fence or being closed about something, because it's like she can't see what's going on, but she still got the sword, like just in case. So it could be like being prepared for battle, as well as something that you don't want to see. So it's like maybe something is the truth about this relationship. This could be something that you've been feeling in your intuition with the number 7 right here. Look at areas in your life that need decisive action. Search your heart for the right answers. Listen to messages that come from your intuition and follow through. And like I'm saying with the wisdom card here, so this could be learning about something and maybe even really knowing the truth, but not wanting to face it with a blindfold here. Because it's like maybe you're prepared for battle, but mentally or whatever, you don't want to see what it is. We got relationships right here, number 39. New partnerships are coming your way. Reassess present relationships and leave behind those who do not support you. Be clear what you are committing to. I can't see, I'm sorry. Okay, so then we got right here landscapes and places, a number 8. Um, are you comfortable in your environment? Do you wish to explore new experiences and perspectives? Do you wish to escape from your present constraints? Okay, so you may be feeling constrained by a relationship. This could be a romantic relationship, or it could be by this landscape and places being here. And okay, New York could maybe be significant because we got the Statue of Liberty right here. It looks like the desert. Um, and then like with this lady being in the pose too, with her holding the scales. Um, but it could be like why the truth about why a relationship is here. This could even be somebody like saying that they're moving, looking at this card like they're sitting like on the dock of the bay, somewhere on the beach, somewhere, and the girl's face is looking like she's looking upset. Like maybe it's news that she doesn't want to hear, and then he's looking like, I don't know if you can see that. Okay, that might be better. But yeah, he's looking like, okay, man, I fucked up. He got his, or, like he's waiting to see what her reaction is going to be. And she kind of looks like she's about to go berserk. The look on her face is like, what the fuck? And he's got the same kind of look like, oh no, what do I do? So maybe this person is telling you that they're relocating or something, because we got the house building right here as number one. What does the house or the rooms of the house represent to you? Is it in order or is it a mess? What state are you in? And like I'm saying, her she looks like she's going to la la land. Like when somebody may tell you something, you kind of just go blank. And like here, like I'm saying, this person doesn't want to face the truth about maybe why this person is moving, where they're going. They're saying that they're leaving. So now it's time to reassess. Okay, I'm moving here. I got to go to New York. My job is making me move, or whatever's making the move. So now this information is going to cause you to have to reassess whatever it is that you learn from this conversation with this story that this person is going to tell you. Just listen to your intuition as far as what the guidance should be, what you should do next, what your next move should be. So let's get some psychic oracle cards and see what's going on. Okay, so right now, with the current situation, we got the waiting game. So this person may be stalling, waiting to tell you something, or maybe this is something that is time to go out, because it's like the time, not time to go out, but time to be revealed with the hourglass. Excuse me, it's not too much, it's not too much sand left at the top. It's like time is running out. So time is running out. There's a situation that time has been running out. Okay, tell me more. Okay, and popped out, we got spiritual union, solar plexus, and emotional withdrawal. Okay, and then it's a 3 here, which is repeating numbers with this number 3. Solar plexus chakra, spiritual union is a number 2, and then emotional withdrawal is a number 8. So, okay, it may be time for you to face why you were in this relationship and what this relationship had to do uh with you being cut off. Going back to the lady with the sword right here, like I'm saying, she's blind in the sense that her eyes are covered, but she's on the defense. The solar plexus is our desires. So the solar plexus chakra is all about our desires. It's our I think it's referred to as the brain. I can't remember the exact words that it's put, but basically, like, this is our psychic center. So like you see this card, intuition. This is listening to your intuition. This water is here in the background. Same thing with the wisdom. So in this light in this card, and also going back to this lady's face being covered. So it's like our psychic intuition is here in our solar plexus, and that's also where our self-esteem comes from. So it's the same when you're saying I have a gut feeling about something. You're talking about your solar plexus. That's the part of your brain that is giving you intuitive insight into whatever situation is that's going on. Even though you may not want to see it or accept whatever the truth is, your intuition is already guiding you and giving you information. I'm gonna read something about the solar plexus out of I think it's Llewellyn's Complete Book of Chakras. So okay, it says the in Hindu or Sanskrit, it's referred to as Manipura. The psychological center point of the Manipura is personal power, which is affected by beliefs and emotions related to our ego. Within this chakra space, we determine our sense of value and emotions related to our ego. Within this chakra space, we determine our sense of value and our ability to carry out decisions, but only if we are able to shift from making decisions based on karma or the consequences of our past to dharma or selfless service. By learning how to practice charity in all we do, we automatically feel successful, no matter our external circumstances. Blockages often manifest as pride, anger, fear, prejudice, or victimization. We can become too sensitive to criticism or conversely critical of others. Similarly, we may be manipulated emotionally or become emotionally manipulative ourselves. While it's important to realize we can manipulate others or even ideas, continuing down this path invariably leads to the development of control issues and a false sense of grandeur. The core importance of Manipura chakra is the development of personal beliefs, which are the product of thoughts strung together with observations. They are then cemented in place. Okay, sorry. Um, I don't think I read this part. Okay, but if we over, so let me just read this back again just in case. They are then cemented in place through inner dialogue. I'm gonna read the whole sentence. The core importance of Manipura chakra is the development of personal beliefs, which are the product of thoughts strung together with observations. They are often cemented in place through inner dialogue. Excuse me. If we overindulge in our own mental constructs, we can fall prey to mental chatter and anxiety. If we ignore our intellect, our mind can become lethargic and we will lack conviction. Just as Manipura digests food, so it also digests ideas. The beliefs formulated within the cauldron of this chakra will steer out thoughts and therefore our behaviors. The importance of beliefs in the third chakra was highlighted in my work with an almost successful jewelry designer. Okay, she gives a story. I'm not going to talk about that part, but okay, so she talks about associated archetypes. The positive archetypes of the third chakra is the warrior. This archetype provides a person with an unsurpassable source of power that can be used for achieving worthy causes and making a difference. The negative archetype is that of servant. All too often, the servant helps others to the exclusion of the self, perhaps secretly hoping for recognition or praise. If used beneficially, however, this approach can enable personal empowerment toward higher service and does not have to remain a negative symbol. If you are strong in the third chakra energy center, you are a thinker. You revel in ideas, facts, information, and concepts, and are driven to organize this information into understandable systems. Because of this, you are a great organizer and administrator. You have the ability to set up the structures necessary to meet your own or others' goals. Your spiritual destiny will, without a doubt, include working mindfully with knowledge to structure information processes. Now, deficiencies and excesses of the third chakra. Deficiencies in this energy center include low self esteem, low self confidence, contracted energy, unhappiness with one's life situation, being easily manipulated, and having poor self discipline or poor digestion. It may also manifest as a victim mentality, unreliability, passivity, and a blaming attitude. Excesses here include controlling, aggressive, dominating behavior, the need to be right, stubbornness, egotism, hyperactivity, pride, and compensation. So, if your third chakra is balanced, a balanced third chakra results in healthy assertiveness, cooperation, and dynamic energy, intelligence, decisiveness, productivity, and mental focus, a healthy digestive system, and overall good physical health, and a healthy relationship with the greater world, especially in the realm of work. Okay, so it's so much more I can go on about, but I just wanted to talk about that. That's some stuff that's usually not discussed about the third chakra. So with this relationship, it's time for you to live in the positive side, on the positive side of solar plexus, with being the warrior energy and not the victim energy. And that's the truth about this relationship, that maybe you have been emotionally withdrawn from because you didn't want to face the facts. But now it's like time is almost up. It's time to make a decision with this number two. You could be seeing those numbers. It could be significant to your date, age, address. Okay, so what's a fact about this situation other than we know that time is up? Okay, so we got the sacral chakra coming out. and I will be glad to go into depth about the sacral chakra. Let's see what else comes out. Okay, so we got true. Wow, this is crazy. The same card. So basically, the truth is here again. We got this lady back here. She had her eyes covered up. This time she's facing like it's a portal. Look at that. A number two again. 222. That's all about balance. That's duality. That's relationships, right? So the duality of a relationship, just like we talked about the duality of the solar plexus. On the positive side, it's a warrior. On the negative side, you're a victim. So it's like choosing, making a decision, facing the truth. Do you want to be what is it? Do you want to be the victim or do you want to be the suspect? You'll rather be the suspect and not the victim, right? Because the victim ain't here no more. The sacral chakra, that's a number 22. So many twos. Number number 3 is again here too. It says heartbreak and loss. So okay, this having the wisdom, learning something. Wisdom is here again. You're learning something. You're being enlightened about something. This also represents the Hierophant card in this deck, if I'm not mistaken. And the Hierophant is all about using our intuition. Um, is that right? Yeah, I think this is the Hierophant card. This is about using our intuition, gaining some type of wisdom. You see, he has this book in his hand, right? He's learning something new. The sun is shining, but with that 5, that makes me feel like, okay, that information that you receive, that download, that story that they tell you, it may be a conflict to your balance. It may be a conflict to your relationships. So this is why you don't want to see the truth about this. And then also related to I was going to say the sexual chakra, but the sacral chakra, which is also related to our desires, right? So let me pull out the book on the sacral chakra. With the solar plexus chakra, we talked about that being related to the gut. So with the sacral chakra, that's related to our genital areas. So like our desires, not just sexual, but our emotions. That's where we're being creative at. Sensuality is what it is that we want, what it is that excites us and make us feel alive. Let's see, let's get the book. So and now, okay, this is something. Okay, so the chakras each go through a transformation every 7 years, or store information um through 7 year cycles within your life. So the activation of the second chakra is from 6 to 18 months in the 12 chakra system. Activation starts at 6 months as well, but continues until 2.5 years of age. Okay, so this is when you're very young, things that you may not even remember that happen, that you have no idea that this is why you've been living your life emotionally withdrawn from heartbreak, not participating in relationships in some way, in an emotional way, whether you're showing up as the victim or the problem fixer, but your problems aren't being fixed. So it says the Hindu system shows activation taking place between ages 7 and 14, during which time a child sleeps 8 to 10 hours a night, often in the fetal position. The Mulahara element of earth dissolves into water, and the child now moves from self absorption into bonding with family and friends. If one's basic needs are met, it's time to become creative and enjoy the environment. Excuse me. So, the gland corresponding to this chakra is the gonads, testes for men and ovaries for women. The prostate gland is generally oriented between the first chakra or toward the first chakra, but in some systems it is shared between the first and the second chakras. The testes and ovaries are known. Okay, this is something she's referring to in the book. So the second chakra, like we talked about, it manages the sexual organs. That's the uterus, the vagina, and the cervix. It also manages the pelvis in general, the lower vertebrae, the appendix, the upper intestines, and parts of the kidneys and digestive organs. The sense associated with The second chakra is taste, and the sense organ is the tongue. So, if you're having problems with this second chakra, this could result in health issues involving the reproductive and urinary systems, menstruation, sexual dysfunctions, chronic lower back pain, sciatica, joint problems, loss of sensual pleasure, appendicitis, all itis diseases of the bowels, such as diverticulitis, and compulsions, including carbohydrate addiction. So, basically, saying if this chakra is not balanced, you would see all of these, or not all of them, but you could see some of these diseases, and that's what it's really related to, your chakra being out of balance. You haven't cleared that trauma from that chakra. So, um, okay, so let's see. This says that the positive architect to this chakra is the emperor or the empress, according to Carl Jung. This archetype represents our inner ruler and our ability to bring our desires to fruition. The negative associated archetype is the mater, or mater. I don't know how you say that, martyr, who uses suffering to gain pity or establish control, yet can transform this tendency to live for a sacred cause. So, someone who is highly gifted in the second chakra is feeling sensitive, the emotional heart of any crowd. This expressiveness can stimulate an innate creativity and the desire to leave a unique mark on the world. Emotionally empathetic, such a person can be tempted to take care of others' needs instead of their own. But when they take responsibility for their own feelings, values, and sensual desires, the second chakra helps them develop compassion and mercy for all. So, deficiencies and excesses of the sacral chakra include rigidity of both body and beliefs, frigidity, self denial, fear of change, and lack of social skills, desire, and creativity. Symptoms of excess include addictions. This could be to sex, to just the thrill of being in a romantic relationship, shopping. It could be substances. It could be food, like drinking wine, eating a lot of bread, being irresponsible, emotionalism, invasiveness toward others, seductive manipulation, codependency, and obsessive attachments. So, when the second chakra is balanced, we enjoy friendliness, vitality, sensuality, the ability to feel satisfied, compassion, sexual expression, and a sense of bondedness. Okay, so that was a lot, but pretty much to give you an idea of where all this comes from or what's the deeper meaning when it's related to your chakra. So something traumatic happened. This was the reason that you're experiencing this emotional withdrawal when it comes to this relationship. Okay, so let's keep going. Okay, so what's the illusions or the mistakes when it comes to this relationship? What are the illusions or mistakes that were made? Okay, we got love begins. So this could have been maybe some you taking somebody back or starting a new relationship with somebody. We got shadow, a harmony card, and memories of love. Okay, so maybe you broke up with this person, but you decided to take them back with this love begins, or someone could be under the impression that there's some type of new relationship. Um, but with the shadow card, there is something that is hidden about this relationship or partnership, and we got six here again, so six could be significant. Sixes are about communication, problem solving. So it could be a hidden problem. And then we got 7 coming out with patience or planning. So it could be something to do with like seasons. Like this card to me looks like seasons changing. So like we're in winter right now, but like okay, the snow is sticking out to me, but then we got rain, like spring, this is summer, this is winter, fall somewhere here in between. So it's like um maybe you'll something was hidden, and then once the season change, or maybe when it snows, there's gonna be something that you'll find out with this memories of love, or something could have happened. Then you got the intuition card, a number 2 again. So something could have happened. The 7 is a mysterious number, right? But it's also, it could be deception, it could be enlightenment, reflection, assessment, evaluation. Okay, so this could have been something that happened in the past. So somebody could have said, oh, I made a mistake, or they are hiding that they made a mistake with the shadow, hiding maybe that they got back with ex, maybe, because this is something that could have happened in the past. And then with this seasons changing, something happened with somebody in another season. Like okay, we're in winter now, so back in fall or back in spring, something could have happened where they took their ex back or something, and this is what they're keeping from you, or that they started a new relationship with their ex. Okay, so does the what opportunities let's see, what opportunities do you have moving forward? What opportunities do you have moving forward? So we got power coming out. So this is about a number 8 again out here. This is about being strong, having strength. Also Leo energy. Number 5 is once again conflict, uncertainty, instability. But I feel like this is saying have the strength to just let it go. Tell me more about this. And then I feel like once you do that, your prosperity begins. And when I was reading all that about the chakras, and like it's saying, you could be giving to people because you want to be rewarded in some kind of way. And this is something hidden, that you maybe didn't feel rewarded as a child. During those chakras, it's the early years of your life. Like I'm saying, things you may not even remember because you were a small child, but in some way you didn't feel nurtured or supported. So now you've grown up nurturing, supporting others, thinking that you'll be rewarded for, oh, you did such a good job, or oh, you were really there for me, oh, you did this, you did that. But that energy has been displaced, and it's time for you to put that energy within yourself. So have the strength to let go of whatever this emotional attachment is, that you were the reason that you were with this person wasn't for the best. Going back to the card about it's time, your relationship with yourself and others needs reassessing. Open up to love others by unblocking negativity. Embrace love without fear. Make it unconditional. And I'm saying this is unconditional love for yourself because you've been giving to a lot of people. So now you have to have the strength to give that same dedication and love to your own self so that your prosperity can begin. Those seeds that you've planted, wanting to see things grow for other people, that will be allowed to grow for you. Okay, so what should this person forget? A person watching and resonating with this reading, what is it that they need to forget? Okay, so we got balance coming out, which is a number 11. And then we've got, excuse me, we've got temptation. So 11 is about justice. It's also about an adjustment. So there's something that you need to adjust. It could be your way of thinking, because here we go with balance again. Even though you don't break down the master number 11, that would still be like 1 and 1 duality. Number 15, which is a 6, temptation, which is representing the devil card. So the devil card, this could be a way of thinking. This could be a way of doing things. This could be temptation, with money, with sex, all those things that we talked about in the in the with the chakras. So something that's out of alignment, something that's keeping you out of balance. So once you balance this negative side of you, which may be, okay, being with people, giving so much and not giving enough to yourself, you'll have victory and success. So I feel like this is saying you need to forget about others. I got the Akashic field. So this card came upright and it says the aurora borealis flows with energy and brilliance as charged particles. Wait a minute, this is the wrong one. I got the Akashic field. Um, okay, the Akashic library. Okay, so inside a great library, candles cast a glow upon the books in the tall shelves. A sage sits thoughtfully with an open book on his table and a quill pen in hand. Sometimes this card can indicate writing or publishing a book for you. So see, look, you may have a story to tell based off of when you go through all this, and then you see for what it is, you may want to share that story with other people. Um Okay, but this card also symbolized a new initiation, an ability to manifest a new life in every way. You have moved deeper into the Akashic records and to a higher self awareness. Further investigation may be required, but you now have a better understanding of your old motives and new purposes. It is also a time of heightened intuition as well as greater self creation. During this phase, all you have to do is add a little conscious effort to write your new records in the Akasha. To get started today, write one simple declaration about the future you wish to create and repeat it to yourself often. Then decide one thing you can do to make it happen and do it. Anything can happen now. The breadth of the landscape before you rests solely on the scope of your imagination and your will to own it. So it says a special note when you receive this card, whether upright or reverse, it indicates that a book will bring a message to you. Today, open any book that compels you to do so. Let it fall to any page and read a passage there, and reflect on the words throughout your day. Determine which relationship or situation in your life it addresses, and don't assume that it's the one that's most urgently on your mind. The Akashic forces are active in every part of your life, and your books are actually a part of the Akashic library. Okay, now I'm going to read the Willow. It says, okay, so we got it reversed. So reverse, the willow reverse indicates that the winds of change or conflict are blowing around you. Don't try to fight or you may be uprooted. Instead, stay flexible and bend with the demands of the times. While it may appear to be a period of total upheaval, like the willow, you are strong and capable of bending without breaking. Stay centered yet adaptable within the circumstances swirling around you. You have deep and strong roots in your spiritual identity, so rely on them now. This cycle of uncertainty will pass. In the meantime, let yourself be open to the guidance of the Akashic records. You are grounded in their wisdom and truth. Let yourself receive the power there. Okay, and I want to read the if I can find it, I'm gonna read the architect because this was what was at the bottom of the deck. So the overall energy. Okay, so it says a man and woman, and I hope you can see that. Okay, I'm not gonna try too hard, but a man and a woman in rich Egyptian dress stand at a table filled with structural drawings and measuring utensils. He is the architect of all they survey, and he points to an unseen building in this expansive project. Throughout the scene, many workers toil on foundations, pylons, and palaces. At a mundane level, you could find yourself involved in a building project or renovating or redecorating your home or workplace. Most important, this card shows that it's time for you to step into a position of power. In order to do that, you must recognize your talents and strengths as well as your authority to take charge. An opportunity beckons that utilizes your skills perfectly. Feel the command you have over the great scope of this situation and take charge. A special note on this card says whether the card is upright or reversed, look at the adjacent card to which the architect points. It can show you some specifics about your plans or change of plans. It can also alert you to unseen events or people of influence that are not yet known to you. So yeah, I feel like this is with the willow and you writing your story. You're uprooting or you're changing something because this is in a reverse. You're going to be changing, making big changes to create a foundation that is perfect for you. So thank you for watching this reading. I hope that it gave you the clarity that you seek, and I will see you next time.